So if you have been given a consultant's report and asked to review it and rely on it to make sure that everything's okay with a business or a property, it can be easy to assume that a report is a report, a consultant is a consultant, and you might not feel the need to ask the question of who actually hired this person. But if the consultant was hired by a lender or a seller or even your business partner, their duty is to that client, not to you. That means you don't know whether their work is designed to minimize problems for your benefit, point fingers at someone else, or even be robust enough to meet your needs. Now, the science is what the science is. The issue is that to collect the data, a consultant has to make judgment calls. They are using discretion and they're making decisions about things like what kind of samples to take, where to take them, how deep to go, and what to test for. And each of these decisions will influence the eventual results. So I have seen buyers assume that a seller's report had everything covered, only to find that there were gaps in testing or important risks that weren't addressed. Not because the consultant did anything wrong, but because they were hired to serve someone else's interests and to answer that person's questions, not yours. So if you're making decisions that affect your liability or legal risks, I usually recommend either that a client has their own consultant or we look very carefully to make sure that the scope aligns with my client's goals. Otherwise, you may be relying on someone else's priorities and you could miss out on protecting yours.